Hello viewers, a very good morning. So manuke swagat kuri ase. Good morning Nagaland de. Muim listen limchen. So manu nimite ekta Bible scripture ena gaithia poribo. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, for when I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9 to 10. Itu Bible verse pra mon aji dikhibole parado isor laga grace koi ase. Bishi manu isor laga grace na thakabra kuno manu do aji bi uthibole na parigina. Itu din ke blessed nole ashirwad hobole nole lobole na paragan bi thakibo. Hilibi mon ge do itu din bless kurise to aji main khas to ekta topic thakado grace isor laga moram man pra jani kina thaki she koile mon nimide takat ase because idu power do mon weakness te thakada dibi mon kiman kamzor de thakilibi it makes us strong ar mon ke takat te koina dikhibole pare ase it logode kidia isor laga idu grace to man lode ase idu line ekta de kwado therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses. Kiman weaknesses thakilibi isor laga grace moi logode ase koile moi tade ki kobo it says boast holibi yate kwado tai isor laga weakness kiman weakness thakilibi isor laga bhal nimide tai khoda koribo aro tai dade takat pai kina mon aram thakibo koi ase itu logode for when I am weak then I am strong so kiman kamzor thakilibi isor laga grace pai she koina jani kina mon to strong ase koina yate dikhai ase so mon itu logode etia next day jabo aro thought of the day sai sabo God's grace fills our weaknesses and makes us strong when we rely on him his power shines brightest in our lives so yedi kwado isor la grace pra mon la weaknesses time nele mon la kiman weaknesses ase dukan sob te feel kore na etu sob te mon ke guide koribo aro mon ke strong banai strong to fight all the temptations strong to fight to overcome all the sins aro mon since we have his grace mon tai ke rely kole paribo na umid rakhibole paribo because tai la power do in every moment of our life it's going to shine bright so kiman onchala isor laga power ase koina mon chanibo idu nishnai mon la life prabi taila moram aro Jesus mon la de ase koina idu reflect koribo paribo koina thought of the day bra so monoke anurodh korise আজি দিন do mon sob isor laga grace bisaribo koina chanai gese etu logode gana ekta bi itia sai lowa গানাটো ইমান তাক থাকিব এতিয়া মই নেক্সট ডে পয়েম একটা চাই লব
He gived more grace by any J. Flint. He gived more grace when the burdens grow greater. He sent more strength when the labors increase. To aided afflictions, he aided his mercy. To multiply trials, he multiplied peace. When we have exhausted our store of endurance, when our strength has failed ere the day is half done, when we reach the end of our hoarded resources, our Father's full giving is only begun. Fear not that thy need shall exceed his provisions. Our God ever yearns his resources to share. Lean hard on the arm everlasting availing. The Father, both thee and I, Lord, will upbear. His love has no limits, his grace has no measures, his power no boundary known unto men, for out of his infinite richness in Jesus, he gived and gived and gived again. He gived more.
তো ভিউৱাৰ্ছ মান পয়েম চাই লৈছে আই হোপ সব মানুহ ব্লেসড হৈছে এতিয়া ওয়ান হেলথি টিপস লা টপিক তো এসিড রিফ্লাক্স ওপৰতে আছে আইবি তো চাই লব What is acid reflux? Acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux occurs when stomach acid or digestive juices flow backward into the esophagus, the tube connecting your mouth to your stomach, causing heartburn and a burning sensation. If acid reflux happens frequently, it may develop into a more serious condition called GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Symptoms include heartburn, regurgitation, and sour taste, while risk factors include obesity, certain foods, and lying down after eating. Let's understand the causes of acid reflux. Weaker lower esophageal sphincter, a muscle at the bottom of the esophagus. The lower esophageal sphincter, or LES, normally closes to prevent stomach contents from backing up. When this sphincter weakens or relaxes improperly, it allows stomach acid to flow into the esophagus. Hiatal hernia, when part of the stomach pushes up through the diaphragm into the chest cavity, making reflux easier. Overeating or lying down after meals. A full stomach increases pressure, forcing acid upward. Obesity. Extra abdominal pressure pushes stomach contents upward. Pregnancy. Hormonal changes and pressure from the growing uterus can cause reflux. Smoking and alcohol both relax the LES and irritate the esophageal lining. Certain foods and drinks, spicy, fatty, or acidic foods and caffeinated beverages can trigger reflux. Medications. Some medicines such as painkillers, NSAIDs, muscle relaxants, and certain heart or asthma drugs can worsen reflux. Symptoms of acid reflux: heartburn, a burning sensation in the chest, regurgitation, a sensation of food, liquid, or stomach acid coming back up into the throat, sour or bitter taste caused by stomach acid in the mouth. Other symptoms: nausea, vomiting, difficulty swallowing, and in severe cases, chronic cough or asthma symptoms can also occur. When acid reflux becomes gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERT is a chronic condition that develops when acid reflux happens frequently and leads to damage over time. Complications of untreated GERT can include narrowing of the esophagus, ulcers, and in rare cases, esophageal cancer. Foods and habits to avoid. Avoiding triggers can greatly reduce symptoms. Here's what to limit or stop. Fried and fatty foods such as burgers, chips, cheese, and butter. Spicy foods such as chili, pepper, and curry. Citrus fruits like orange, lemon, and grapefruit. Tomato-based foods including ketchup, pasta sauce, and pizza. Chocolate, caffeinated drinks, coffee, tea, and cola, including carbonated drinks, onions and garlic, mint or peppermint. It relaxes the LES. Lifestyle habits to avoid. Eating large meals, lying down or sleeping soon after eating. Wait at least 2 to 3 hours. Smoking, drinking alcohol, wearing tight clothes or belt, and bending over after eating. Treatment and management. Lifestyle and home remedies. Eating smaller meals and eating slowly. Avoiding trigger foods like fatty, spicy, or caffeinated items. Elevating the head of your bed or avoiding lying down for a few hours after eating. Losing weight if you are overweight. Avoid eating within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. Quit smoking and reduce alcohol intake. Medication. Over-the-counter and prescription medications are available to reduce stomach acid. Medical intervention. For severe cases, a doctor may recommend other medical treatments or surgery. Prevention tips. You can often prevent acid reflux through daily habits. Eat slowly and chew food well. Don't overeat. Smaller meals are better. Avoid lying down right after eating. Maintain a healthy weight. Elevate the head of your bed 6 to 8 inches. Avoid tight-fitting clothes around your abdomen. Manage stress, which can worsen reflux. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Stay hydrated with water, not soda. And track your triggers. Everyone's triggers differ. When to see a doctor? Seek medical advice if you experience frequent heartburn more than twice a week, difficult swallowing, chest pain unrelated to heart problems, chronic condition or sore throat, unexplained weight loss, vomiting blood or black stools. This may indicate GERT or other serious conditions needing prompt care. What is acid reflux?
To viewers, Manitia Wonders of the World Day sa ilaw.
Havelock is an island tucked away from the crowds in the warm waters of the Andaman Ocean. The island is covered mostly in dense jungle and fringed with white sandy beaches, shaded by tall green trees. Diving in its crystal clear waters, banded in shades of turquoise blue, is an experience that every traveler must explore. Tourists simply love its picture-perfect beaches, laid-back vibe, and the mesmerizing underwater world. As far as islands in the Andamans go, Havelock is definitely the most tourism-friendly and consequently the most visited. There are all sorts of accommodations, options from bamboo cottages to luxury villas, great multinational cuisine, restaurants, souvenir shops, ATMs, and even internet cafes. The best time to visit Havelock Island is during its peak season from October to May. The weather is pleasant, the sea is calm, and visibility for diving and snorkeling is excellent. Temperature remains at around 23 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius, else it is perfect for scuba diving, beach walks, kayaking, and photography. At Havelock, life moves moves at its own pace, unhurried, calm, and connected to nature, and even though Havelock welcomes thousands of visitors each year, it still sees only a fraction of the crowds that fill other paradise destinations across the world. But beyond its beauty lies a bigger story, one that's quietly transforming this small island into a living wonder of the world. This is where creativity, sustainability, and pure spirit come together to make wonders that the world can learn from. Havelock's greatest wonder is its natural balance, where the sea meets the forest and humans live as humble guests. The island's ecosystem supports everything from coral reefs and mangrove forests to rare bird species and marine life that divers travel across the globe to see. Walk through any village at Havelock and you will find hands at work shaping shells, carving bamboo, weaving palm leaves into beautiful crafts. These are not just souvenirs, they are stories of a community that thrives by turning simplicity into art. From handcrafted jewelry to eco-friendly art, the people of Havelock are building their own little wonders, pieces of culture that reflect both creativity and care. But perhaps the greatest wonders lies below the surface. The underwater world of Havelock is a living dream. Vibrant corals, curious turtles, and fish of every imaginable color, yet its fragile beauty, rising sea temperatures, and pollution have threatened these marine ecosystems. But here hope grows quite literally. These divers aren't just exploring, they are rebuilding nature's wonders one coral at a time. From solar-powered cottages to zero-waste cafes, the island is showing how tourism and nature can thrive together. Even small steps like banning single-use plastic and promoting organic produce have helped preserve Havelock's natural charm. In Havelock, everything happens a little slower, and that's its secret. Whether you're kayaking through ancient mangroves, stargazing from the beach, or sharing stories with locals under the night sky, every moment feels timeless. Beyond its beaches and corals, Havelock's greatest strength lies in its people, warm, humble, and deeply connected to the sea. The island is home to a small population, mostly settlers from mainland India who arrived decades ago, and indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with nature for generations. Fishing isn't just a livelihood here, it's a way of life. For many families, the ocean provides everything: food, income, and peace. It's this sense of respect for both nature and tradition that keeps the island's rhythm alive. Havelock's island, officially known as Swaraj Dweep, was named after a British general during the colonial era, but in 2018, it was given a new name that reflects India's independence and identity. Once remote and largely unknown, Havelocks began welcoming visitors only in the late 1990s, when small ferry services and eco-lodges appeared. Since then, tourism has steadily grown, but carefully with an emphasis on preserving what makes it special. From an isolated peak in the ocean to a shining example of sustainable tourism, Havelock's journey is nothing short of a wonder itself. The waters around Havelock are home to some of the richest marine biodiversity in the Indian Ocean. Over 1,000 species of fish and marine organisms thrive here, from clownfish and parrotfish to manta rays and reef sharks. Scuba diving sites like Elephant Beach, the Wall, and Seduction Point are considered among the best in Asia, drawing divers from across the globe. With every dive, visitors discover a world that reminds us how much remains unseen and how much must be protected. Havelock isn't just about beaches. The island's dense interior offers lush jungle trails, exotic bird life, and quiet corners where time seems to stand still. Treks through tropical forests lead to hidden lagoons and secluded coves. Kayaking through the mangroves at sunset feels like through a natural cathedral, calm, scared, and endlessly beautiful. Even a walk here becomes a meditation, each step reminding you of how fragile and precious this world truly is. Tourism has opportunity and challenges alike. Employment has grown in hotels, restaurants, transport, and craft markets, but so has the need for balance. Havelock's story is still being written by its environment and by everyone who visits with care and curiosity. At Havelock, the wonder lies in coexistence within people and planet, past and future, peace and progress. They say the 7 wonders of the world are monuments of stone and steel, but here on Havelock Island, the wonder is alive in every wave, every tree, and every heart that keeps this paradise breathing, because making wonders of the world isn't always about building something new. Sometimes it's about protecting what already exists.
তো এইটো থাকিব হেভলক আইলেণ্ড লা ওপৰতে এতিয়া ৱেডাৰ আপডেট চাই লওঁ Maximum parent day, maximum 24 degrees Celsius, minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Dimapur, maximum 29, minimum 24. Kohima, maximum 23, minimum 18 degrees Celsius. Pek, maximum 28, minimum 20. Woka, maximum 24, minimum 18 degrees Celsius. Zinabodo, maximum 25, minimum 21 degrees Celsius. Kifre, maximum 21, minimum 17 degrees Celsius. Mokokchong, maximum 25 or minimum 19 degrees Celsius. Twensang, maximum 26, minimum 21. Mon, maximum 28 degrees Celsius, minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Longlang, maximum 24, minimum 19 degrees Celsius. Around Noklak, maximum 26, minimum 21 degrees Celsius. তো ভিউৱাৰ্ছ আজিলা গুড মৰ্নিং নাগালেণ্ডে ইমানহি থাকিব